Hello, it's Jason. Welcome to Model Kit Stuff. We have just achieved 4,000 subscribers and I wanted to say thank you, as I always do. Every time we get 1,000 subscribers, I come on and but in this video, we're going to talk about some other bits and pieces as well. So since the October roundup, I've been getting a lot of feedback about the channel. I've had some really lovely comments and some quite helpful thoughts about the channel, where the channel should be going, and more importantly, what I should be doing in terms of looking after the channel and my sanity, which are sort of connected. I also want to talk to you about an invite I have for all of you as subscribers. So let's start with a massive heartfelt thank you to all 4,000 of you that subscribe and support the channel. The channel has become something that I never really envisaged, and I actually enjoy doing the work that I do, the videos and stuff for the channel, as much as I enjoy the hobby. And I didn't think I'd ever say that about anything, because the hobby's been such a massive part of who I am since I was 5 years old. So yeah, it's a big thing for me, and so doing a channel about it is a big thing for me as well. I just do what I do, and you guys like to watch. And as someone pointed out to me, I might consider myself an average modeler, but there's lots of people out there with varying skills, so there's always something to learn, and I totally agree with that. So as you might know, if you've been a longer term subscriber of the channel, traditionally when we increase the channel subscribers by 1,000, I give the subscribers an opportunity to pick the next build. At 2,000 subscribers, they picked Wingnut Wings Gotha, which still hasn't started. And then at 3,000, we chose the Mosquito there, and that is nearly done. So I didn't want to get another batch of kits out and go, right, what's next? Because I know what's coming next. I've got some stuff that I need to finish off and some stuff I want to work through, and I'm trying to clear the decks at the moment. Plus, it's a bit of a nonsense when we've not started the Gotha yet from 2,000 subscribers that we're saying, right, 4,000 subscribers, what we're going to do. The truth of the matter is, getting from 1,000 subscribers to 2,000 subscribers took a lot longer than getting from 3,000 to 4,000 and 2,000 to 3,000. It seems to have sped up a little bit for whatever reason. So I have an invitation to you, but we're going to leave that till the end of the video, and we're going to talk about the channel. I think some people have been a little bit concerned that I might be at burnout. Some people concerned that I might be dropping bits and pieces, and there's been lots of advice. And I have to say a massive thank you to everyone who's taken the time, sometimes to write a very long comments piece on how you see what works well on the channel, what maybe I could do instead, and that sort of stuff. It's been really, really helpful. It's given me lots and lots to think about, and everyone that's taken time to make a comment, whether it be large or small, I massively, massively appreciate it. So I want to deal with 2 or 3 of those common themes. So the first thing that quite a few people have said is step back, don't put yourself under pressure, remember it's a hobby. If it starts becoming a task, then it stops becoming a hobby and it starts becoming enjoyable. And I think essentially that is what I was saying, that workload was such that I was starting to struggle. Now, some of that is actually related to non-modelling workload, and I've always known that would happen, and I've been managing it for a while, but we're at that point where we can't anymore. So now the pandemic's over and back in the office and stuff, I'm losing time that I had in the pandemic, even when I was working, because I wasn't traveling, and I, when you're listening into meetings, you can listen into a meeting, and you can also be soaking a decal at the same time. So some of that win time I was getting has now gone, which means the amount of time I have for the hobby has decreased, but the amount of activity I'm doing on the channel has sort of increased. And the tipping point was actually the live streams. And the live streams were quite popular as something to watch afterwards, but not something that were massively popular when they were live. And I was questioning the value of the live streams. And many of you have responded and said, well, you need to think about what's important. And I have. And the channel is important to me, so it's not going anywhere. So that's the first thing to say. And yeah, what I am going to do is I'm going to uncouple the format. So at the moment we have a set format, or say me, Monday short video, Wednesday tends to be first impressions most of the time, although sometimes it's a wooden Wednesday shit build. And then Saturday is a premiere, which is always a build. And I don't want to lose any of that because I enjoy doing it. And some people, one or two people certainly said, drop the first impressions and focus on the builds. Well, to be honest, it's the first impressions videos that draw people into the channel in the first place. So if you take, for example, the Revell U-boat first impressions that I did a little while ago, that's at 10,000 plus views. I don't have any build diary videos that are at 10,000 plus views. So the first impressions often capture people, bring them in, and that's how people find the channel. So I don't want to lose the first impressions. But what is certainly going to happen is the frequency of first impressions will slow down a little bit at some point in the new year, probably. And then we'll have a look at some shelf coins as well. And we'll, one way or another, we'll fill that slot. But I'm uncoupling it from it being a Wednesday. It might be a Wednesday if I've got material recorded and edited in time. It'll be there on a Wednesday. But if I haven't, it won't, and it might come out on a Thursday, or it might not be one that week, and there might be one the following week. Also, with the Monday, which tends to be a tool review or a quick tip or a meet the creator or something like that. Again, I'm going to uncouple it. I'm still going to do them. I love doing them. There's always something to talk about. We talked about enamel paints recently, and that's got lots of conversation going, which I love. And I'm still getting comments on that now. And we've done a lot of focus on tools videos, and not so many recently. But I do enjoy doing those, and they're not going anyway, but they'll appear as and when they get done, rather than that's always a Monday slot. And what those two things will do, uncoupling those, means that the pressure on me to achieve something by a deadline goes, and that means if I haven't had time to do it, so what? It'll come out when I have had time to do it. So we're not stopping doing anything. We are just reprioritizing my time to focus on the hobby a little bit more. Now, the Saturday night live stream that I started doing, I've dropped. I've scrapped. I'm not saying I'm never doing a live stream again. In fact, I've got a couple planned, and I'll talk about those perhaps in a moment. But it's not something I'm going to do regular, because I cannot focus on building a model and read people's comments and have a conversation. It's just too much to do at once, and the result is I end up doing a not very good job on my model, or I can't do the modeling. I just can't make it work, and when there's only a handful of people watching, I lose an hour of my modeling time, so I can't justify it. So no more live streams as a regular occurrence, definitely. However, there was one or two occasions when I might do a live stream. If I'm doing some basic painting and there's no one around, no one's going to want to come in and out of the kitchen where I have my modeling space, then certainly there's no reason why I can't flick the camera on and do that as a live stream as well. But also I've got the Avro Anson and the 124 Spitfire, which are I think the last two new release catalogue items from Airfix, and they're due middle of October. And if this video has come out before them, then you'll know. But if they haven't, then the plan is that once I get them, that we'll do a live first impressions. So I've never done that before. Don't know how well that'll go. Could be a disaster. Could do the live first impressions and then record a proper first impressions to replace it. I don't know, but we're gonna have a go. So that'll be a bit of fun, I think. So the other thing that was said to me was about maybe making some format changes and reduce the amount of editing I do in a video to reduce the time it takes. So if you think about it, if I spend an hour building that and record it, then that's an hour of my time gone. To edit it properly, I have to watch the whole thing again, cut bits out, put music in, put transitional breaks in, adjust the sound, adjust the background hum and noise, prioritize different background features, maybe put a comment in. So that can take an hour and a half. So that's 2.5 hours to do an hour's worth of modeling. So in theory, if I was to reduce the quality of my videos, then I would get more modeling time. The problem with that is I've reduced the quality of my videos, and I don't want to do that. And the reason I don't want to do that is because I also watch YouTube videos about building models, and I watch other channels. And what makes me turn off is when you can't hear what they're saying, the sound's bad, things aren't in shot properly, as in not in focus. They're clearly saying things that aren't correct, or they're clearly promoting products at the expense of actually what they're doing. So that's what makes me switch off. So I don't want to fall into the trap of quantity over quality. So I'd rather put out less of the same quality as what I already do, nicely edited, and put together with some thought and some care, and do that less often than just chuck loads of stuff out. And I think that's where I was with the live streams a little bit. We were chucking material out for the sakes of it. And YouTube tell you to do that. As a creator, you get emails saying, put more videos out and you'll get more people watching your channel. And, that's why they have shorts and stuff like that. Well, that might be the case. Your algorithms and things get affected. But actually, there is something all of you guys can do to help me grow the channel without me having to put out lots of videos and compromise the quality of what I do. So how can you, the subscriber, help my channel to grow. And what does that mean? Well, to help my channel grow, that means more people get it in their suggestions, and more people who are interested in watching models about videos will come across my videos. So to do that, you've got to have likes on your videos, you've got to have conversations on your videos, and so that's how you help. 1, you help by subscribing to the channel. 2, you help by making a comment. So even if you've watched the premiere live with me and chatted to me, leaving a comment on the video as well helps with the algorithm. If you hit the like button, that helps as well. I believe if you hit the dislike button, that helps as well. I'm not quite sure what the dislike button does. I never get a message to say someone's disliked your video. Sometimes I get a comment from someone saying they don't like my video, but I don't get any reports on thumbs down. So I'm not sure the point of it, but it does feed into the algorithm. So basically, any interaction with the video from you as a subscriber helps other people see that video. So I encourage you, if you've liked the video, to hit the like button, and I encourage you to leave a comment. We'll talk about comments in a minute, because that was the other issue that was talked about quite a lot. So that's how you can help the channel, and that will help me maintain the quality of the videos that I'm putting out, and not have to feel like it's becoming more of a job than a hobby, and I don't want to reach burnout. So I think that's how we manage it. Now, the other thing that we talked about in the October roundup was membership, and we also talked about comments, and the two are linked together, because it was becoming clear to me that I didn't have time to answer all the comments anymore. So, I have a day job. I'm up early in the morning. I've got kids to get out of the door to school and college. I've then got work. I've then got kids to get homework done, tea made, laundry done, so on and so forth, and then down to the hobby. So I don't have that time. I don't have the time. When I was getting 2 or 3 comments, easy peasy. I'm now at that point where I can't do all the comments, and what people have said is, actually, why are you doing that? And you're absolutely right. So to paraphrase a certain Prime Minister, I get it, and we've made a change. So from now on, I will only be answering comments that I feel need an answer. So if it's a specific question like, what's that and where can I get one, then I'm likely to answer. If you come on and say, yeah, really nice video, thank you very much, if I've got time, I'll hit the like, but I'm not likely to answer it. The truth of the matter is, I am still going to read every single comment that I get. I'm just not necessarily going to get to them on the same day. And the reason why I'm going to read every single comment is because although I've got a system set up where certain words mean that a comment will go into my held for review, there are other reasons why I might want to remove a comment. So I still have to police it. And someone said that some of the bigger channels have people that help them out in the background. And what I can do is that I can add admins and stuff like that can go in and read comments and get rid of them. Now, at this moment in time, I don't intend to do that. I don't want to lose control of who says what and what gets removed. And even if I was going to do that, who would I trust to do that? my daughter maybe, or something like that. But at this stage, I would rather read all of those if I get to it. So, for example, when there was a conversation around one of the aircraft kits from Airfix that didn't have swastikas on, there was a few people making comments that, quite frankly, are not acceptable. And I try and remove everything with a swear word, but with more subscribers and more people viewing my videos, I am getting more people that say things that I find offensive, that other people might find offensive. And quite frankly, in this day and age, you shouldn't be saying to other people. So I need to remove those. I need to block people. And I'm now blocking on average one person a week. Now, when I first started the channel, Nigel from Nigel's Modelling Bench, he gave me a bit of a pep talk about all of this, and I'm now at that point where what he said would happen is happening. So this isn't unusual. As your channel grows, if you're watching my channel and you've got a channel that's you've recently started, then I can tell you this is all stuff that you're going to have to deal with at some point. So in terms of commentary, I will read them all, but I won't respond to them unless I feel that there needs to be an answer. So what I will say is, you guys as subscribers, you can read those comments as well. I see people hitting the like buttons, but by all means, feel free to comment. You don't have to wait for me to answer a question. If someone's asked a question and you can point them in the direction of the answer, then please do so. That helps me, that supports the channel. And as a result of what I'm asking you to do, which is to help other people that are watching the channel and help out with the comments and answer people's questions, if you can see that I've not answered them, by doing that, I then don't feel like I need to introduce membership so that people's comments get highlighted to make sure I don't miss them. So I won't be introducing membership at this stage, certainly. I have been thinking about it, as you know, but I don't particularly want this to be a channel that people have to pay for. Now, I was surprised at how many people said, I would willingly take membership for nothing else, just to support the channel. So there is many ways that you can support the channel. And I don't want you to get your hand in the pocket to support something that I'm doing, because the truth of the matter is, if you like a video, talk about a video, make a comment on a video, tell other people about the videos, and more people watch the videos, that helps me financially, because every time an advert is run, I get some very tiny amount of money. But we are now at the point where my channel makes my hobby self-supporting. So I no longer have to take money out of the money I earn to pay for my models and what have you. I'm not saying that's always going to be the case. Some of the models I buy can be very expensive, several £100s sometimes, but in the main, the day-to-day running of my hobby, buying consumables, buying smaller kits and so on and so forth, is now covered by the number of views of adverts on my videos. So I have gone back on some of my bigger videos, like the Scharnhorst videos that are in several thousand views, and you'll find that there is mid-roll adverts on there. So those extra adverts just help me not have to create something like membership or Patreon or buy me a coffee, because I really don't want to do that. I want to keep it free for everyone. I don't pay to watch somebody else's channel. YouTube has a system where you get a revenue from people watching your videos, and that's how you support the channel. So thank you so much for all of you that said yes, I'd be a member quite willingly. You're beautiful people, but you support the channel by making a comment, hitting the like, and that helps me and that helps the revenue. Thank you very much. Right then, let's get to the real crux of the video. So we've got what's happening with the channel out of the way. There's loads more to come. I've got some plans for next year in terms of builds already. One of them that I'm definitely going to tell you is going to be Lancaster Dam Busters Bomber in 172 to celebrate the Dam Busters 80th anniversary. Other stuff's all top secret, which means I've not made my mind up yet. Anyway, I wanted to do something to say thank you to all 4,000 subscribers. And a big thank you, especially to those of you that have been there since day one and came over when Nigel gave me a shout out. I had one or two shout outs before from some very lovely people with lovely channels. And I've been trying to pay that back a little bit. We created Meet the Creator, where I'm doing what Nigel did with me and supporting smaller channels. But you don't have to be a small channel, and you'll certainly be seeing a Meet the Creator soon from a channel bigger than mine, and I'm hoping that one or two others will as well. People are enjoying the Meet the Creators. It's a nice little moment of time. But I want to say thank you to you all. So what I want to do is send you all an invite to become part of a model space video. Might be more than one video to end the year with. So at Christmas, New Year time, I want to put out a couple of videos showcasing the work of you, the subscriber. I have spoken to many of you over the last 2 years, one way or another, in the chat, on a live stream chat, in the comments, some of you by email as well. I don't really know what you're doing, and I'd love to see what you do as much as you like watching what I do. So here's how this is going to work. I would like you to send me one photograph of a model you're really proud of, or a model that is an utter disaster, or what you're working on now, anything you like, a picture of a model that you really want to share with everybody else. So, obviously we're talking plastic models. I don't want scantily clad ladies. Thank you very much. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get all of those together, and we're going to edit them together and put some tunes to it, and we'll do a showcase of subscriber models. So whether you've got your own channel or not, send me a photograph to this email address, and I have no idea where I'm going to put it, probably in that corner there, given that that's where the most space is. So to this email address, the channel email address. You can also find the email address link if you go to my community page, a tab on my page. Then you can see business email. You click on that and it reveals itself. But the email address is modelkitstuff@gmail.com. You can send me an email with one photograph, must be a JPEG, and the name you want displayed on there. Now, if you send me something offensive, guess what? No one's going to see your model, because I'm not going to put your model picture out without a name on. So, don't be calling yourself Putin's downfall or something, because it just won't get shown. So your name or a name, I don't care. I'm not going to really know. And a picture of your model. Now, it doesn't matter if it's an aeroplane and you're holding the model and we can see you and the model. Really doesn't matter. But here's what does matter. The picture has to be a JPEG. The picture has to be in focus, and the picture has to be of a model. That could be a wooden model, could be a plastic model, could be a matchstick model. I really don't mind. I'm interested in what you guys are building. So send me your pictures. I will then, over the next couple of months, edit them, and by middle of November, I'll put a video up saying, right, no more, I can't do any more, because potentially I could now get 4,000 pictures that I've got to put together into a video. So we'll put a video together, everyone will get 5 seconds. Now that doesn't sound like a lot, but in YouTube video world, 5 seconds is a surprising amount of time. And we will focus on, for 5 seconds, we'll focus on you and your model, and everyone that watches this channel will have the opportunity to see your work. And that's my thank you to you for subscribing to the channel and supporting the channel. So greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Please keep watching, because I have loads to come. The Gotha, so close to starting that, and I'm looking forward to it. We've got a large scale 1/200 ship to finish net coming up soon, and then we're going to start probably another one. I'm thinking about just building the Scharnhorst straight out of the box. Doesn't look like we're ever going to get aftermarket. It needs some modifications, but we might just do it straight out of the box. Let's just build it. Don't know, still just ideas I'm playing with, but basically I've got tons and tons and tons of stuff in the attic that needs to get built on this channel, so keep watching this space. Okay, right, thank you so much for supporting the channel. Yeah, there's nothing I can say other than I really appreciate it. I'm constantly flattered by the fact that people watch the channel, that people join on a Saturday to watch and chat. I think you're all awesome. So now you can prove it. Send me a photograph and we'll start putting together the end of year subscriber review and show you guys everything that you're all doing. Right, I've talked long enough. I'm going to finish this mosquito because you're going to want to see that soon. Take care, everyone. Thank you for watching. You enjoy your modelling. Go and find some photographs or take some photographs. And I'll literally be seeing your work very soon.